Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to finish the tier and post forms. So we got the forms and templates, we just need to finish with the views. So let's just jump to the views and get started. Okay, the first thing that we need to do, we need to import the forms from the tier. So import new tier form. Then here, let's create our new class form. Oh, sorry, our new view. So it's like def new tier. Okay, we take a request. Okay, let's get the user. So user will be request.user. Okay, so if request that method equals post form new tier form post. Okay, so if form is valid, then we get the values from description, claim data that get description. Let's just copy this one. This one's for the price. And then let's get the can message. Message. Okay, now after we get the values, we can just create a new object that create. We pass the description, will be description, price will be price, user can message. Very much. And after this is done, we want to redirect. We need to import it first. We want to redirect the user to the index, I guess, right? Here you put the name of the URL, in this case index. So now here, else form new tier form. Okay, now we create the context. People that do it like differently. I do it this way. I just create like a dictionary with the context and then I pass it to the render. Some people don't do it that way. I like to do it this way because it's more organized in my opinion. But you just do it whatever you like. And now here we pass the template, which is new tier.html. And now the context. Okay, we got our view. But we need the URLs for that view. So let's create a new file. Let's call it urls.py inside the tier folder. Okay. So now here, we need to basically import the from Django.urls for path, and now we import the view that we just create. New tier. This is the view. Okay. Oops. URL patterns will be path, the URL, which will be new tier. Then here we pass the view, new tier, and then we assign a name for that URL, which will be new tier. Okay. Okay, we got it. Now let's include these URLs to the main URLs file, which is in here in fans clone. Let's go to URLs. So now let's just copy this one. I will name my URL for the tiers sub. You can just put whatever you want here. Now it's just tiers.urls. Okay, let's save that. And now let's run the server and see. Okay, everything's working. Okay. So now let's just soup new tier. That's the new URL. There we go. We need to fix this. Let's go to the templates, new tier. Oh, what? Okay, no. Yeah, let's do that. Seriously. Okay. Let's see. Let me check. Okay, have some space now. So let's fix this button. I mean, this input is not working properly. I think we messed it up here. So yeah, the forms. Let's check the check boxes. So it should be so. Label. And then okay, this is can this fan tier, let's see, and that works perfectly. Let's put a VR here and see. Oh, seriously. Okay, kind of works. Let's see. Perfect. So yeah, let's do that. Which user is this one? I don't know. Let's just create one. Price will be 15. Description. My basic tier, I guess. Here's so in tier we forgot to in the views we forgot to from tier.models import tier. We forgot to import the tier model. That's why it's not working. So let's save that. Let's go back. Let's try again. Can this tier message you. No, that's really cheap. Let's go. Yeah, we'll throw this error because we don't have index. So let's go create another one. This one will be 25. Medium tier. Can this fan message? Yes. Okay, now let's go to the admin and check. Oops. Oh. Admin. So admin site register tier. Let's check that in the admin panel. And here we go. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 2, tier 1, this user can message no. Tier 2, this user can message yes. So it's working perfectly. So now, just like submit here. Okay. Okay, so now we got the tier. Now let's go to the post, and then yeah, let's just start with the post. First, of course, let's import. Oops. Post that forms import input form. Let's not forget about the model. Import. Oops. Post. Okay. Okay. So let's start. So from new post. Oh, seriously. Def new post. Let's get the user. Okay. So now let's create a new, let's create a, like a quick, yeah. Let's put this one like these lists like objects. Let's create a new list here, like an empty list. So if request that method equal post, form will be new post form, request that post, comma, very important, request that files, because we're working with these files in this form, so don't forget about this one. Oops. Okay, now here, if form is valid, files will be request that files that get list, and then content, because we're getting like multiple files, so we get kind of like a list. So now title form that, oops, clean data that get title, this one will be the caption, now the tier will be form that, oops, tier. Okay, so now very important, we need to because remember we have kind of like a select, so we're going to work with that. So we need to import, let's go to the top, shortcuts, get underscore object or 404. Okay, let's get that shortcut. So now tiers, let's create a new one. Tiers will be get object or 404 or what? Okay. So now here we pass them model tier. We need to import that model. Let's go ahead, okay. From tier that models import tier. You can read more about that in the Django documentation. This is basically to get the object that we get from here. So ID, we get it from the ID tier that this tier, okay. ID, okay. So we got the object ID here. So now let's work with the files. So for file in files, remember that we can have more than one. So file underscore instance, that's how I'm going to name it. Post file. Oh yeah, we need to import the post file content here. So post file content, this model here, because we're going to create basically like an object for each file, and then we're going to create an object in post file content for each file that we get, and then we're going to append those objects to these empty lists that we have over here. That's what we created. So we get the post file content, and then basically we just pass the file, file user, and then tiers. Okay, we just created this file, and now we save it. File instance, that's safe, and now we append this one to the list that we got over here. So append file instance. Okay, can you see it here? We basically, for each file in files, we create an object here. I name it file instance. We created it, we save it, and then we append it to the empty list that we got over here. So now what we do, so p created post dot objects dot get or create. Okay, title will be title. Now we create a post object. So caption, will be caption. User will be user, and then tier will be tiers. Okay, simple. So now here, p content, that's set. What we set here, after we created the post, we set all the file objects that are here in our list. So we pass that over here, and then we save our post. Okay, so after we save, let's just redirect the user to the index. That should be it. Else form will be new post form. Now, very important, you remember that here, where is it? I think here in forms, I think. Yes, here. So we got like a query set. like tier.objects.all. So we need to set we need to filter, of course. We need to filter by user because we don't want all the tier objects. We just want the tiers from that user. Okay, so we do it like over here. So form dot fields, and then we set the field is tier that query set will be tier dot object that filter, and then just user. We just pass the user. Good. Now the context. Form. So like over here, return render request new post HTML, then we pass a context. Okay, now let's create a new file here. This will be the URLs.py, and then over here, of course, from Django that URLs import path, and then from post that views import new post. Let me check. Yes, new post. So URL patterns will be path. Oops. Here the URL new post, and then pass the view, and then we send a name, new post. Save that. Let me check. Now let's include the post URLs here to the main URL file. Go here, post, and then post. Save that. And here we go. Now let's check it out. There we go. Okay, we need to fix that again. Let's copy this div. Okay, let's see. Still, let's check. Is it? Yeah. So basically, what we need to do, we need to open the static files and here. Let's just copy this thing. Put it here. Just to initialize the JavaScript for the select, because we use JavaScript for the okay. Let's just press Control F5 so we can like reload the JavaScript files and everything. And here we go. Okay, so let's try a new post. Let's try multiple files. Okay. Pan Mexico. Okay, we got 2 files. Countries. Okay, multiple pictures. Select And then for the tiers, as you can see, we got our 2 tiers here. Let's choose tier 2, and then let's post that. Boom. Redirects notified. So now let's go to the admin. Oops. We need to add the admin front post that models import post, and then post file content admin site that register let's reload, and here we go. So we got the post here with 2 post file content objects. This person, let's check the post file content, and here we have. And if we go to this user here, finds clone media, we got the user, and then we got the 2 pictures. Okay, so yeah, so we got our post and tiers working. In this picture, in the next video, we're going to finish working with the post for the index and also the strings, which actually I think is, oh yeah, because we don't have subscribers, so we need to work with the subscriber and everything. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.